Hello, I'm Amber Uper, and this is a model kit review. And for this model kit review, we have a model of the JU88A or C, the Junkers JU88. This particular model is 1/144 scale, and it's produced by Minicraft Models. And this one is a pretty cool kit. I just recently got this kit, and this is a newer produced kit. It had the shrink wrap on it when I got it, and the side of the box says copyright 2017 Minicraft Models US LLC. And let's see, these are, yeah, okay, Minicraft Models. So one really interesting thing about this kit is it comes with a pre-painted canopy should you decide to go that way. And I'm real tempted to do that. It comes with the pre-painted one and not painted one, so you can do whichever way. This one is painted that color. If I can match that color for the body, I'll use it because it's easier than painting those. They're really tiny. Anyway, so let's take a look at the box. So there's one side. There's another side, and there's two ways to make this, either with the glass nose or the solid nose. And they're both, according to the paint and whatever, they're both Russian front versions. The glass nose is 1942, the solid nose is 1943, Luftwaffe. So, let's see, here's the one end. And here is the other end. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. These are some sturdy boxes. They're made out of corrugated, real fine corrugated cardboard. So these are some fancy boxes here. So all right, what do we got? We got the instructions. There's the painted canopy, one of the painted canopies. We'll get to that in a minute. There is the painted nose piece. We'll get to that. And here's the two unpainted canopies. And then there's the parts. Alright, okay. So here's your decals. And a card, Minicraft Models Kit Questionnaire. Alright. So, let's take a look at the decals. Alright. So, not bad. These are new, you know, so they're really good condition. No yellowing at all. They're really nice. Now this one says copyright 2016 Minicraft Models, so these have to have been printed since then, so less than 10 years. Let's see. Apparently that is the instrument cluster decal. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? So, we'll do that. Now we're going to look at the instructions. See what we have here. Open these up. Alright, so there is the instructions, and it tells you painting and finishing Minicraft model kits. Decal application. Here's the description of the airplane. Alright, so let's open it up here. The first page is your sprue layout along with the clear sprue, and then the instructions for how to build this thing. They start with the wings here. Got to put two wing halves together, which is kind of unusual for a 1/144 scale plane to have wings be two halves, but there you are. And then your engine cowlings going under the wings. Then you got the wings attached to the body, and the body goes together here. Then you got your engine cowlings, propellers, landing gear should you choose to do that. Pair of bombs. I'm pretty sure you can do this wheels up if you wish to do it. There's your landing gear flaps, or whatever you call them. Landing gear covers. Now, you can do them according to this way. Let's see, get it a little closer maybe. Okay, so it shows that you can put them in with the landing gear covers closed on the flap. And you know, you've got your bombs mounted. So you can put this on a stand in flying configuration if you wish to. And then of course you've got the end details. You got your canopies, either the glass nose or the solid nose with the guns. That would be a gun nose. And let's see here. I'll do this because it might be a little easier to see it. And then you got the thing that goes underneath with the defensive guns. And I'll show you that here. That's this area right here underneath the crew compartment. So you got that. And that's about all there is to this as far as putting it together. Shows you know, your little details here, putting it in there. So, and then we have the painting instructions. This is for Russian front 1942 with the glass nose. And let's see, what do we got? RLM 70 black green. And it tells you model master and acryl numbers also. RLM 71 dark green. That's B. So what do we got here? Alright. A and B. That's your two colors for your camouflage colors. And then you've got RLM 65 light blue for under the wings. You got yellow for little parts, and then black for things like the wheels and whatnot. So that's there's the earlier version with the glass nose, and here's the later version with the solid nose, the gunship as they like to call it. Pretty much the same paint scheme. You got your two color. It's kind of hard to see on these instructions here. I don't even know if, yeah, might be able to see it there. It's really hard to see it, but it's a two color camouflage scheme. If you look at the box, then you can see it better. You got the regular green, and then the dark green across here and here, and across the nose, and you know, it's all a matter of where you want, how you want to paint it. So anyway, so that's the instructions. So let's, there's the decals. So let's look at the parts. Got to open the bag. Yeah, I always struggle with these bags. It's just one of those things that I do. There we go. X-Acto knife takes care of that problem. So, and of course I didn't quite get it all. There we go. Alright, so since I have light parts on a light background, let's use my mouse pad, see if that helps. That helps a lot with the contrast. Alright, so we'll start with the body parts. So here's your two body halves, your two propellers. Spinners if you want to make it look like it's in motion. Landing gear struts, there's your landing wheels. There's your gun nose right here. Let's see, I'm going to switch this. Okay, that switches off the auto, or the one kind of focus. So I can get it up here and get it to focus. Maybe. Are you going to focus? Come on. There it is. So there's your solid nose with the positions for the guns. That's that piece that goes underneath the crew compartment with the defensive guns pointing down. And then you've got your engine nacelles. Those are the parts that go under the wing. So that's that's pretty much it for these parts. There's not very many panel lines on these. So I'll get the other one while I got it focused. Alright, here is your wings. And you can see the panel lines on them. The lower wing, the upper wing. They're not bad. Both of them are pretty good. I mean, they have the same kind of details. Yeah, these are all detail parts. I think those are gun barrels for the nose. There's several of those things. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the engines. There's the engine fronts. Yeah, it's not much to them. They're just the fronts. They've got some decent detail in here. Come on, stay focused. This is probably for the under the crew compartment for the other one of the versions. Your pair of bombs. Here's your maybe I should do this. Now, okay, this is going to give me better focus, I think, once it focuses, if it focuses. And there we are. Alright, so there's not much to look at for panel lines on the tail tail wing. So there's your undersides and two halves of the wings. You got to put them together. So I'm not sure what those things are, but I'm sure they have some function. Alright, so now let's take a look at the canopies. Got 3 canopies here, and it's not going to focus well. Yeah. Alright, well, let's get open this bag. I think they packaged these separately because the you don't necessarily use the nose glass. Now, will it focus? Come on, focus in. There you go. You can see how it's painted. It's really actually pretty nicely painted. So, then that's the standard RLM green color for the. This is the main canopy here. So, let's take a look. I'll just get them all out, because that makes more sense. Probably should have done this first. Okay, so there's the nose canopy. Now let's see if I can get them to focus again. There we go. Good focus this time. So here's your nose, it's painted. And then here's both pieces unpainted. They have all the detail lines in them and everything. But they're just, they're just not painted is all. So you have your choice, which one you want to go with. It's kind of a neat feature. So, get that back to focus. Alright. And then we do this. And there, we got the focus back. So, that is your canopies and all your parts. And that is my review of the 1/144 scale JU88A or C model as produced by Minicraft. Thanks for watching.